No, I'm not gonna stop, okay, Apple?
You're such a fucking asshole.
You goddamn right. You goddamn right. You motherfucking goddamn right. And after I'm gonna record, I'm gonna order some corn in a cob.
Oh my god, you're gonna order corn in a cup.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna order some corn on a cob, baby. And we're gonna make it all, we're gonna put it with mayonnaise. We're gonna put some chili on it, you know?
Oh my god, you're totally doing my thing. Oh my god, I'm so Mexican and I just so want the mayonnaise.
I know. So we're gonna put some mayonnaise, we're gonna put some chili, and we're gonna buy some food stamps, girl. Fuck yeah,
Guys, I do a lot of cocaine, okay guys? I do cocaine and I do... Hello, you're recording? All right, what's your name, love? Nikki? Give it up for Nikki! Everybody's recording! What's up? By the way, guys, if you guys must know, my favorite fried rice, okay, since I'm Asian, okay, my favorite fried rice has Spam in it, some corn, okay? We always need the corn, okay? We're always gonna bypass it with the corn, okay? Until this place gets a fucking corn dish. Every time I perform up here, it's always gonna be about, Nikki, you're gonna hold this place accountable. You can say corn all day, okay? Corn all day with this shit. Right, sir? Right, black people? Fuck yeah.
Hallelujah.
They're like corn and grits. I want corn and grits up in here. Woo! Corn and grits. By the way, where did all the Asian hate go? For 2 months, it was all about Asian hate. You know, every time you turn on the news, Asian hate this, Asian hate that. Where did all this? And all of a sudden, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict happened. I'm like, fucking Jews, man. Stealing the thunder always, bro. Like, fucking Jewish people, man. And here's the thing. Hey, let me tell you guys, as an Asian guy, I wanted more Asian hate. I don't know about you guys. I wanted more Asian hate. I wanted all the Asians under one banner. You know, are you guys ready for that, by the way? Are you guys ready for all the Asian crime syndicates to be banded together? You know, are you guys ready for the Japanese Yakuzas, the Chinese triads, the Korean mafia, and Filipino karaoke singers to be all together? Are you guys ready for that shit? You guys ain't ready for that shit. By the way, is there any strip clubs over here?
Not anymore.
Not anymore? How come, if there's one city to have a strip club, it should be Lancaster, bro. What the fuck? You know why I love going to strip clubs? First off, I would love to go to a Lancaster strip club that has an honest DJ. Okay? If Big Shotz was a strip club, my God, I would love to see something like this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Shotz, Lancaster's own strip club and lounge. Yeah. We're gonna have Apple grace the stage. Apple, recently divorced mother who just recently contracted herpes. Yeah, Apple. And Apple is also bipolar. And when I say bipolar, she works that pole twice as hard. Yeah, Apple! Give it up for Apple! Oh my God, I'm Apple! Oh my God! Look at... So fucking stupid. Oh my God, I'm an apple, look at it, oh my God, my corn, I'm eating corn. Joey, I told you, he told me, look, this was the bet. I said, Joey, give me a topic, he said corn. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make every one of my punchlines have the word corn in it. Did that not satisfy you guys? Was that? Every single something, like 90% of my set had corn in it. Respect, thank you guys, thank you. I just want to say thank you, Joshua, for booking me. This is really fun. I love you guys. I love Lancaster. I love this dude. Love corn. You know, love the black people that love corn. I love the Mexicans that love corn. You know what I mean? Thank you very much, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
I like a long dick with open up my legs to fillet me down.
Give it up for Chris Rubio! Alright, you guys ready for a headliner? We have one more comment. You guys ready for a headliner? Come on, guys. You're supposed to. What did I say about the energy? Are you guys ready for your fucking headliner? Are you guys ready? There we go. This guy's headliners. Get it for Joey Medina!
But you can't come and do it. I fucked the whole group, baby. I'm a groupie. My sex game is stupid.
here for everybody. And Chris Rubio, who was amazing. It's true. He said, give me a topic. I said corn. And he came up here and did 15 minutes of corn jokes. And so I said, give me a topic. He said, sucking dick. I'm like, oh, fuck, I lose. So I was sucking dick yesterday. I should have asked first. I'm kidding, he didn't say that. But I was sucking a dick. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, thanks for coming, man. This is, they told us they're gonna have about 300 people. I'm like, no, I want 11. And thank you for 11, you guys coming, appreciate it. Thank you, this is awesome. It's good being here in Lancaster, where your motto is, at least we're not Palmdale. People ask me, what's Lancaster like? I like, imagine Walmart outside. That's kind of... What? Come on, fuckers. That's good. It's funny, no? All right, Palmdale outside. Whatever. That's all right. So I was eating corn the other day. They love corn. They love corn shit, dude. They love the corn stuff. You always remember, like, the next day when you ate corn. When you go to the bathroom, you're like, oh, yeah, I had corn yesterday. Yes. There goes the train. Guys, thanks for coming, though. I appreciate it. This is, for a comedian, after COVID, after this, pandemic and everything, doing jokes, going out in public in front of people, we need this, man. And I know you guys are doing social distancing, which is perfect. You guys taking it a little too far, but that's okay. But you guys like, we ain't gonna catch shit, son. But that's good. Thank you for coming. I actually caught COVID in April. Anybody else had COVID here? You did? When'd you get it?
I think it was like February, March maybe.
Oh, fuck. Well, I'm glad you're right, man.
Yeah, nothing fucking happened.
You lucky fucker. I thought I was gonna die. I was erasing shit from my phone, bro. I did, because I literally thought I'm dying. I'm like, I can't let my family see this shit. I'm putting hard drives in the microwave like I'm the Matrix and shit. And I'm like, it's funny now that I'm better. I'm like, fuck, I had some really good porn. When I turned 50, I had a threesome and I recorded it with 3 cameras like a professional. And that shit's gone. Now I have nothing to show my kids. What your dad was cool, when he was 50. But yeah, man, I was fucking scared shitless, dude. I was scared. It was crazy. And now things are better, but now they're getting worse again. There's a restaurant that I go to that keeps, now they're starting to take your temperature all over again. What's weird is they use a rectal thermometer, which is kind of weird. And when they use it, they go, did you eat corn? I'm like, fuck, how'd you know? I'm not as good as Chris, so I can't do that. Yeah, Chris Coleman. But yeah, man, it's not happy. I was in Florida, which is the fucking capital of COVID, not too long ago. And I swear to God, the whole time I'm there working, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm just gonna fucking die. That's it, I'm just gonna fucking die. Because they don't give a fuck about nothing. They don't wear masks, go to Disney World, fucking Mickey's got his dick out. Like, they don't give a shit about nothing. They're just horrible people. But
I don't like him.
Yeah, thank God I made it. But the one good thing about the pandemic was in being quarantined was people got to do things at home that they've never done before. Am I right? Like, my friend actually started fucking raising his kids. I'm like, he never did that shit before. He didn't even know. He's like, honey, who are these kids that keep coming over every day? Like, they're your sons. I'm like, I didn't know that. It's like, fucking, they just, whatever. But did you pick up anything, sir? Did you pick up any habits or any lessons or anything? Dominatrix. See, my kind of man right there. Yeah, there you go. Oh, man, I don't know. Let's see. What the fuck? This is it's new material time. And if it doesn't work, I did a set the other day in front of like 800 people and I did an hour. I'm going to play that, if you don't mind. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that kind of shit. Is it rude to call a diabetic sweetie? I don't know, I'm just asking.
Damn.
Ooh, I got my girlfriend, let me talk to you about my girlfriend a little bit, because we're back together. We broke up, we're back together. She's white, but her jealousy is Mexican. She's a freaking nut, man. And she loves to nag. She can nag and nag and nag and nag. Sometimes I wish I wasn't a comedian. You know, sometimes I wish I had like other skills, like I was a hypnotist or some shit. She could be nagging, and I just go, sleep. When you wake up, you will have laryngitis. You will give me a threesome for no reason at all. And I will have the largest penis you have ever seen. You know, that kind of shit. One time she nagged me so much, this is a true story. When she nagged me so much, I fucking snapped. I'm like, you know, I hope I die. I hope I drop dead right now so I have to hear your goddamn nagging anymore. But knowing her, I'll be dead and she'll break out a Ouija board. I'm still gonna nag you, motherfucker. She'll be nagging me one letter at a time in the afterlife. F-U-C-K-Y. All the other ghosts like, who's this crazy bitch that keeps calling you? I'm like, I don't know, bro. I've never seen her before. Then I gotta like text her back, hey, stop fucking with me. I'm new up here. These ghosts are making fun of me, you know? Kinda fucked up. Ouija board, man. Ouija board. I got catfished on a Ouija board once. I thought I was talking to Marilyn Monroe. It turned out to be some gay old dude who died in a mine shaft. What kind of shit was that, right? Have you guys ever gone to like a one of those like seances and shit? I did. The guy who was running it, I swear he must have been 450 pounds. And he called himself a medium. I don't think so. You know? Come on, I knew you. That's a good joke. That's cute. That's a cute one. But the reason my girlfriend and I broke up the first time was I was in Vegas, right? And a lot of times when you do a show in Vegas, they're huge crowds, unlike today, right? They're huge crowds. But when you do a show in Vegas, you work Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week, and you work 3 shows every single night. And that's a lot of work. I mean, if you're a construction worker, that's nothing. But like for me, that's a lot of work, right? So she calls me on a Friday or Saturday. I'm hungover from Monday still. She calls me up like 3 in the morning. What are you doing? I'm like, nothing. I'm trying to go to bed. She's like, no, you're not. I'm like, what do you think I'm doing? I know what you're doing. You're laying naked in bed. You're waiting for 2 whores to come over. You're gonna strip their clothes off. One's gonna sit in your crotch. The other one's gonna sit in your face. Then you're gonna switch and take turns. Then she hung up on me. And I got so fucking mad, I called her back. I'm like, tell me the rest of the story. What else are they gonna do, man? I'm like, you just can't tell me, get me all hard like this and just hang up on me. How rude is that, right? I mean, do they scissor? Do they do anything else? Tell me out. The craziest thing, last time I was working in Vegas, the craziest thing happened. And I saw it on the news, the local news. There was this couple that met. It was the week before I was there, I think. And they met in the morning, like at 8 in the morning. They never known each other. They didn't know each other. They went to have breakfast. After breakfast, they decided to go downtown. They went zip lining. They caught a couple of exhibits. You know, they went to the casino. They went gambling. They had lunch. They went to see Blue Man. They had dinner after that. They hung out all day. They hung out so much and fell in love. They went to a drive-through chapel and got married the same day they met. They went to a drive-through chapel and got married. They go back to the hotel room. And the man realizes his new wife is a guy. Don't you hate it when the drive-thru gets your order wrong? I'm like, that's kind of like, I ordered a fish fillet, I got a Whopper. What the fuck was this? Transgenders, yeah, let's talk about that. You know, it's funny, transgendering is not new, man. It's old, it's been going on for centuries. For centuries. Scientists in Egypt just found what they believe to be the first transgender human being. First transgender human being. It was a mummified pharaoh. They think his name was King Tut. Thank you. You like that? Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. See, I like that. Oh, you like these corny jokes? I'm gonna do some fucking more. That's what I'm talking about. I watched this movie the other day. It's about 2 lesbian track stars. It's a movie about 2 lesbian track stars that fell in love. It's called Running with Scissors. Yeah, come on, that's cute. All right, I'm gonna do another one. You watch the Olympics? I like the Olympics. It was fun. They were disqualifying people for all kinds of shit. Pot, for this, for that. They disqualified this one track guy who ran track because he wore a camouflage outfit. Apparently, he could run, but he can't hide. Ain't that a bitch? Thank you. Hey. See, this is all for him and her, and him. You guys in the back are like, come on, you son of a bitch. You can do better. No, I like writing corny jokes, because those are my Twitter jokes. Otherwise, it's too long to write other shit for Twitter. You know, and then you can't go like this. Whoa, you don't see that on Twitter. That's all right. They're like, I don't get it. Yeah. Nights like this, I wish I had a little DJ box like Chris does. But I wouldn't know how to use it anyway. I'm fucking I can't do electronics, can't do shit. I hate Facebook, you know. I hate social, now dating, one of the reasons I went back with my girlfriend too, because dating is not the same like it used to be, right? Nowadays, how do people meet? They swipe left, they swipe right, they swipe left, they swipe right. I like meeting girls the old-fashioned way, on MySpace. You know, because if your name has sparkles, I think that's sexy. That's what's wrong with that. And be careful though, be careful if you use dating apps. Because I read that 5% of people on dating apps are homeless. It's true, 5% of people on dating apps are homeless. And you always know who they are. Their profiles start the same way. Looking for someone who enjoys the outdoors. That's how the fuck you know. Like, oh my God, all his pictures are under a bridge. This is weird. It says he lives in a 3-bedroom box. Is that possible? I don't know how that works. Yeah. Hi, dating. It's good. I went on a date once with this girl. She was actually from Palmdale, believe it or not. And she was a total fucking hood rat. Total hood rat. I didn't know this. You know, I didn't know. And I didn't know that. I thought all the tattoos on her neck were just a beauty mark. I didn't know. And so I take her to a nice restaurant. I take her to the steakhouse. And I at the time I eat meat. I don't eat meat no more. But I took her to the steakhouse. And I'm trying to be a gentleman. I'm like, would you like me to order for you? She's like, I could read. I'm like, all right, my bad, all right. So she's got the menu. She's like, For my entry, I'm thinking maybe it's a typo or something, you know, who knows. For my entry, I can't decide between the two different fishes. I don't know if I should get the salamin. I'm like, what the fuck's a salamin? What's that, a Jewish fish from the Bible? What the hell? Or the filet mignon. I'm like, oh. I get the salmon, it's a better fish. Yeah. The other one's a little beefy, all right? So she ordered, you know. So the waiter's like, would you like a vegetable with that? She's like, I'll have the asparagus. I'm like, what the fuck is an asparagus? Right? Like with some lung condition, I've got asparagus. And I get the corn. But anyway. Thank you. So then, you know, so she orders her asparagus and a large glass of marlat with extra ice and a lime. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I'll never come back to this restaurant again. I'm so embarrassed. This is horrible, you know. And about 5-10 minutes later, the waiter comes back and he brings a salad. I'm like, good man, let's get this night over with. I'm so embarrassed. I want to go home. You know. He brings a salad over and he asks her, would you like pepper? She's like, is it free? He's like, yes, the pepper is free. So he has a pepper grinder with him, right? He's like, holy shit, does this girl love pepper or what? Finally, I had to say something. I'm like, dude, that's enough, that's enough. So he walks away and she looks at me, she's like, psst, stupid, he couldn't even get it open. I know. It would have been so much funnier if those 3 people stayed. That's all right. This is a perfect group. You guys are like a perfect. I feel like I'm doing it like at lunch with my friends and shit. Even though he's texting people his pictures when he had COVID. Dude, I lost so much fucking weight. I look good, man. Like, I'm like, if I live, I'm gonna be all right for like, but it only lasts like a week and I fucking gained it all back like I got bit by a fucking bee or some shit, right? It was an apple bee, but it doesn't matter. Thank you. Oh, it's good. This reminds me of a Mexican circus. Like the tent. Yo, you ever seen those Mexican circuses? Crazy, man. If you thought you could fit a lot of clowns in one car fucking back then and before, like at a regular circus, go to a Mexican circus. You got all kinds of motherfuckers coming out. They juggle baby bottles and babies. It's freaking crazy. It's fun. Are you guys friends? You guys work together? Or just guys?
Comedians.
Oh, you comics? Oh, okay, perfect. What's your name?
Johnny Be Good.
All right, and you?
Alden.
Awesome. You guys going up tonight?
I mean, that'd be fucking cool.
You got to talk about corn, though. That's the only. That's the only thing, dude.
Fucking down.
Could either get banned corn, toe corn, food corn, corn on the cob, corn in your shit. But it's got to be corn, son.
I'm down.
The funny thing is, everybody's going to go home tonight and go, you know what? I'm in the mood for corn.
That's what I've been fucking wanting. Like, fuck, man.
I got to give it to Chris, man. It's a champ, bro. He did it. He did a good job there.
Where the Mexicans when you need them, you know? I want
I
some
know.
fucking elote.
I know. People always come up to me like, you know, they're like, what if I came up to you and told you a Mexican joke? I'm like, I don't care, because I'm Puerto Rican. But the point is, no, because being a comic is the best job in the world. This is the only job in the world we can come up here, make fun of ourselves, make fun of other people. Nobody gets offended, man, because we do it with love, we do it with humor. But this is the only job in the world you could do that shit with. Like, God forbid, you know, like, you guys went to a regular job and said a racial joke. You gotta go like this first. You gotta. Like, okay, Tyrone and Paco walk into a bar, right? And just because somebody says something that's stereotypical doesn't mean it's racist, okay? And the reason I learned this was something happened to me once. I was in Culver City. I'm walking to a meeting, and as I'm walking to this meeting, this sweet little old lady with white hair, she must have been in her 80s. She stops me. She goes, "Excuse me, son, are you Hispanic?" I'm like, "Yeah, why?" She's like, "I locked the keys in my car. Could you help me break in?" I'm like, "Holy shit, how rude." I mean, I helped her because, like I said, I'm Puerto Rican. But the point is, I mean, she is so lucky I had a Slim Jim with me that day. She is so fucking lucky. Because I almost left it home, but somebody told me to bring it in. I'm like, all right, you know what? So, and at first, I really thought she was racist. I'm like, that's kind of fucking racist. But then I thought to myself, I'm a comedian, right? Comedians, we think outside the box. I'm thinking, you know what? She wasn't being racist at all. She was just increasing her odds of success. Because we've all done that at some point in our lives, all of us. I know I have. When I was a little kid, anytime I played basketball, I always picked a black kid. He could be in a wheelchair with no fucking arms, but somehow he'll learn and figure out how to dribble with his feet, kick it in, and we'll still win the game. During math, I always sat next to the Chinese kid. But during driver's ed, I stayed way the fuck away from him. Do you know what I'm saying? I wasn't racist, I just wanted a driver's license. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, if it's cool.
Oh. Let me talk about, Chinese people eat the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. I was in Hong Kong, and I saw this Chinese guy eating corn. No, I'm kidding. I saw this Chinese guy eating something out of this egg that was still moving. And it didn't have feathers. It wasn't a bird. It had like tentacles or some shit. It was like a creature. And I started thinking, this is why aliens don't come to Earth. They're afraid Chinese people are gonna eat their ass. Like, we come in peace. We come with soy sauce. So shit, get back on the flying saucer. Get back on. E.T. go home. You know what I'm saying? That's why there are no more unicorns and dragons. Chinese people ate their ass thousands of years ago. They ate the horn like a corn on the cob. And I'm not making fun of Chinese people, okay? Not, ask anybody who knows me. Ask my friends, my family. Ask Chris. Out of all the Chinese people in the world, my favorite Chinese people are the Koreans. And because there's all kinds of Chinese people, right? Japanese, Vietnamese, Filipinos. But my favorite Chinese people are the Koreans. Right? That totally sounds like something Trump would have said, right? It was like, I love the Koreans, they're my favorite Chinese people.
Oh my fucking god!
I also love the sushi, it's my favorite Chinese food, I love the sushi. It's so popular every time I call, they never have it. But I've been in Korea. And been to Korea a bunch of times, actually, it's fun. I remember the first time I came to Korea, man, I was so excited. I came back home to LA and I called my Korean friend. I'm like, dude, I was in Korea, man. It's so much fun. He's like, hey, when you were in Korea, did you eat kimchi? I'm like, honestly, I can't remember her name. But it was Kim something. Nice girl, kind of spicy. Tastes like cabbage. But this is a true story. Comedians, I'll give you a little hint. Every comedian's different. But most comedians, we take the truth and we exaggerate it, right? This next story I'm gonna tell you really happened to me word for word. When I first moved to LA, the lady who used to cut my hair was this nice Korean lady, older woman, very nice, broken English, she was from the motherland, San Gabriel. And every time she cut my hair, she would always ask me the same question afterwards. She's like, do you like facial? Do you like facial? I'm like, no, mama, son, I'm here for a haircut. I don't need a facial, right? So one day I'm doing a television show, and at the time, it's the second TV show I've ever been on. I'm real scared. I'm real nervous. I go get my hair cut. She cuts my hair. She's like, do you want facial? I'm like, yes. I always say no, but tonight I'm going to be on television. Please, whatever you can do, make me look as good as you can. So she brings me in the back room. She lays me down on the table. She put these oil